Hey, Virgo, intuitive soul coach here with your June 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Virgo, the three key themes showing up for you in the month of June. You have second chance, detox, and you also have the memories card. So I really like this combination here, but let's dive into the memories. Now I'm getting two energies from this. The first one could be that you are creating memories in the month of June that last a lifetime. You may be snapping many different pictures in the month of June. There could be a major celebration, whether it's a birthday party, a reunion. This could be a wedding, the birth or news of a child as well. But this is a month that is a really powerful time to create history. Now, for others of you, I feel like you're taking a walk down memory lane. There could be loved ones, family members, or it could be a significant month for you. If you celebrate Father's Day and you have a father that has crossed over, it could be a challenging time. It could be that you are reminiscing about the good old days when this person was still in your energy. Now, I feel like a lot of you, these are good memories, or you're remembering the good times, because sometimes we focus on the negative or the bad or the failures or the setbacks, and that can spiral us into a path that we really don't want to revisit, right? So it's important to, yes, take a walk down memory lane, look at some pictures, cry, laugh, but then allow yourself to focus back on right here, right now, staying in the present. Make these memories for you to look back on and cherish, but don't forget to live your life for what's right in front of you here. Okay, now others of you may also be creating or writing or thinking about your life story. You may be writing a memoir, or maybe you are reading a memoir in the month of June that really inspires you to take your life in a new direction. So I'm getting a lot coming from this memories card here, and I feel like it's a very powerful month, a history in the making, if you will. History in the making is what I'm hearing here. So some seeds that you are sowing now, or that you've planted, I feel like they're going to come full circle, come to fruition. And there's a new beginning on the horizon, because you do have the second chance card, whether it's a second chance at love, a second chance to really build up and climb the ladder in your career, whether it's a second chance to live life daringly. And I don't mean, live it with risk after risk after risk, but there is a level of risk that is showing up for you. It's important at this time to take a leap of faith, because you do have the Fool card showing up here. There's a second chance, a do-over here, and sometimes we don't always take that second chance because we may let those past experiences hold us back. We may feel like we've loved and lost and we don't want to love again. I'm also getting some of you, not all of you, some of you may be widowed, and you may have thought that that was your one and only, or that may have been your person, but I feel like there could be this energy of new love coming in if you are seeking love, okay? But there's a second chance available to you here. And it's important for you to release the old to make way for new. Now, it doesn't mean grief in that sense. It doesn't mean that you have to completely forget about this person. That's why you have these memories. This is showing up in a positive light. That's why we are able to retain and carry memories, and we create them, right? But I feel like there's a second chance to make new ones, okay? This is about trying over, a better offer becoming available to you. Perhaps you put in an offer on a property or a home or an apartment or a commercial space, and it was denied. Remember, rejection is redirection, something better in place for you. This is about rebuilding. There could have been a tower moment in the past, and some of you, you're starting over on a clean slate. What do you want your story to look like? Because remember, you are the one that is in charge of your memoir. You are the one that is writing it. You are the one that gets to fill those pages. You are the creator, right? Now, you have this detox card here, Virgo. Some of you are cutting things from your life that no longer serve you. You have the 10 of Swords showing up in your reading as well. So you're detoxing here, whether you are eliminating toxicity in the workplace, in mental health, in career, in relationships, whatever this is. I feel like you've been doing a lot of personal work here. This is about you having a healthy body and mind, because when we have a healthy body, we feel like we can do anything, right? When we feel like we have that healthy mind, because the mind and body collaborate and work together, we feel unstoppable. So a lot of you are getting clear. There's a sense of clarity here. There's a sense of what you do not want to repeat and the things that you would like to manifest into your world, because if it is destined with your soul, if it is part of your divine blueprint here, it is something that you resonate with and you will pull it into your energy. But it's up to us to decide, do we want this to show up sooner rather than later? Because the opposite can happen. Sometimes we try to cut corners, or we stay in an energy far past its expiration, or we tend to learn a lesson over and over and over. And that's why we see that pattern or dynamic continuously showing up. But whatever that is for you, I feel like you've learned it. You've grown so much that you are ready here, Virgo, for a new experience of the soul is what I feel. You may be withdrawing from drama. For others of you, this may have to do with your diet. It could be going on a cleanse. It can be going on maybe a juice fast, or eating more plant-based vegetables, more organic, cutting out sugars, cutting out caffeine, alcohols, whatever this is here for you. But this is about you cleansing and releasing things that no longer serve you. And it's going to be different for each and every one of you. Let's dive into the tarot. Now you have the Page of Pentacles showing up here with the 7 of Pentacles, which I absolutely love, because in money, this can be about a new financial or physical opportunity coming in for you. You may be receiving a message in the month of June if you are looking to build upon. 7 of Pentacles is a very powerful energy of starting to see the gains, right? There are steps happening. You're finally able to see this growth, where sometimes you're not able to see it because you can't always see what goes on underneath the surface, right? You can't see that things really are taking shape, because we are creatures of physicality. We like to be able to see with our physical eyes the progress that's happening. Just with any journey, right? Even with weight loss, we like to see that we're losing weight, but sometimes it's that subtle shift. We go to try on a pair of pants that we haven't fit in for quite some time, and they feel a lot looser, or we start to cut out certain foods or certain beverages, and we start to feel energetically more motivated and just better all around. So Spirit is saying, trust the process. Trust that just because you may not be able to physically see it taking place right at this second in time, doesn't mean that there's a whole lot going on here below the surface. And I certainly feel with the Page of Pentacles, this can be about study. There could be online courses, finances, business. This may have to do with healthcare as well. And we talk about that with the detox. Please seek medical professional guidance if need be, or see the disclaimer, as I'm not a professional, but I do feel here that a lot of you are working on natural healing as well. You may be seeking a naturopath, a Reiki practitioner. You may be looking to heal with foods or herbs or supplements or oils, whatever this may be here for you, because I'm getting that showing up here. Now, when it comes to love, there are steps towards improving your love life. Something is happening below the surface, whether you are in a relationship or not. For those of you that are looking for love, this is about meeting through maybe a work event or some sort of healing event. You may be in healthcare. You may be working on your spiritual health as well. You may meet someone at a group event. This can be a practical relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be someone that can help you grow your finances, or you may learn from this person, hence the working on your health. It could be a doctor, it could be a coach, it could be, again, a naturopath, someone that you build a really great relationship with based on trust, and they're able to help you see possibly what you cannot see on your own. So don't give up. Don't give up just before the going gets real good here, because sometimes we do. We want to give up on our diet because we don't see improvements. We want to give up on a relationship. I feel that, of course, if something has expired or you've outgrown it, outdated it, and it's just time to move on and a soul contract has ended, you're going to know, even though sometimes that can be tricky and we don't always just know on the spot. But if you really go inward and ask yourself, is this something we are both willing to put in the effort, or at least you yourself, and then have a conversation with someone else? Are we both willing to do this, or is it time for us to part ways? I feel like there's a perfect energy blooming for new relationships if you're looking, or to solidify ones that are currently existing, because there's growth here, but it may have been hard to see the growth in a union. Now, again, when this comes to money, don't give up, because there's these new opportunities, these second chances. You may also be into wellness. You may be a wellness coach yourself, Virgo. There could be something here with opening up your own juice stand or being able to sell herbs or supplements. Some of you are, I'm hearing here, CBD. Some of you may be opening up maybe a CBD industry as well. I do feel here with the detox card showing up that a lot of you are leading this healthier lifestyle. And by being able to teach it or have this as a profession or even a hobby that turns into a full-time gig, it's actually going to help and allow you, Virgo, to be able to lead a healthier life as well, because you're that inspiration, and it's almost like accountability here. Okay, it's hard to go back on something if you are living proof of it. Okay, for example, it's hard to be a sobriety coach if you yourself are not sober, but that label, we'll call it that label, it's just a title, it's just a label, it's just added on to, and experiences that you chose to have. It may be more difficult, if anything at all. You wouldn't be able to necessarily call yourself a sobriety coach if you weren't sober yourself. So again, you get my point here. So I feel like there's something that you're able to teach because you're able to live it as well. And I feel like you do have the experience here. You absolutely have the experience on the inside, right? Or it's something that you've overcome on your own, but now on the physical side is offering you this new opportunity to take it to the next level. And it's something that certainly could be celebratory. Now you do have the Three of Cups, but you also have the Ten of Swords. Now I am getting something quite difficult here for some of you. I'm not going to sugarcoat what I'm getting, but some of you had to walk away from a friendship or a sisterhood, or it could have been a relationship because there was a falling out, right? And it may have really hurt you. It could have been a friend that betrayed you, right? It could have been a situation where you just had to release toxicity. It could have become very toxic between you and a loved one, you and a family member, you and a friend, or you even and a lover. There could have been third party energy. It doesn't mean cheating for some of you maybe, but it could have been someone decided to choose partying or their friends or something else before you, and you chose to walk away or just cut yourself off from that energy, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't challenging. And this month could be difficult at times because you are walking down memory lane. I'm getting here pictures showing up. So for example, if you have a Snapchat, which you probably just heard mine go off there, you might have the memories show up. So there could be some very powerful memories that show up out of the blue. I know Snapchat sends me, daily, remember when, 7 years ago. So some of you may have that show up for you, and it may just take you off guard for a moment, but that's where you remember the good times, even if someone did you dirty. Right? Remember the good times that you've had with that person, or what you've learned, how you've grown. Remember the smiles. Now, it doesn't mean that the bad things didn't exist, but it is knowing that you had a soul contract with someone or a group or even a job or energy. Something here I feel was taken from you, or you had to leave behind. Now, the plus side here of the Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords, I feel you ending a situation is actually going to allow you to celebrate, to spend more time with family, with friends, those that you love. So there is a celebratory energy and you following your true north. Look at that. There's the Big Dipper. And actually, if you look straight ahead on that Big Dipper, you find that North Star. So I feel like your inner truth, your inner north was guiding you to walk away and have a new beginning, whatever that means for you, Virgo. That new beginning could certainly be in love, okay? Or loving what it is that you do to create a living, because you have the Ace of Cups showing up here. Now, I do think though, okay, thank you, Spirit. There's something, I'm going to back up. They're saying, back it up a minute, Mal, back it up. There's something here with group profits, profiting with others, pooling your money in to profit. This could be an investment. This could be profit sharing, group energy. It could be time. Someone is pooling in their resources, whether the resource is finance, whether it is time, whether it is making something. I don't know what this is, but it's just pooling in to create something really wonderful that you can use to help end something bad, right? Okay, for example, and it doesn't mean that it's coming to a complete end, but it certainly helps. So for example, let's say that you and your friends get together and you create a whole bunch of blankets in need for homeless children, right? So it's all of you pooling your resources, your time, your energy together to create blankets for those less fortunate. So it can help put, somewhat of an end to cold children or children that wouldn't necessarily have a blanket, right? So there's something of that nature coming in. I know it's very specific. Same goes for gift baskets or care baskets, maybe for soldiers or something of that nature. So you're getting together to pool. There could be volunteer work, but I feel like you're doing it to kind of put an end to a situation that may feel difficult, but it's for a cause. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I also sense that a lot of you felt under pressure and there was a little bit of suspicion because of this Three of Cups. And even listening to this, if this resonates with you, you may feel a little bit suspicious and tense up while listening to the Three of Cups. Just know that your intuition is always on point, but sometimes we can also let the past creep in and trigger, and we tend to think that that's our intuition as well, but try to know and decipher the difference, okay? That can be so difficult. People ask me all the time, well, Melissa, how do I differentiate between intuition and maybe something of the past or a trigger? Because your intuition wants to help, wants to heal, wants to come together, bring in a sense of neutrality versus duality. And the ego or the fear, you're going to feel a lot of, that anxiety. You're going to feel in a lower frequency vibe, and you're going to feel very, very stirred up. So if you need more clarity, get out in nature, meditate, tune in with a coach, a healer, a seer, a psychic, a mentor, someone who can help you gain that clarity if you're not able to do it on your own. All right. I also sense that some of you may have felt a little bit of strain from caring for a loved one, but that has come to an end. Okay. So just please take that as it resonates. Now, towards the end of the month, powerful energy, Ace of Cups and the Fool. This is beautiful. This is a new path to love. For those of you that are looking for a new path, whether you're in a relationship or not, this is it. This is time for you to say, all right, I can either open myself up to new love or I can hold myself back. This is passion. This is purpose. When it comes to your career, this is about you being able to open up to a new opportunity, new job here, but being able to spend wisely as well and know that there's a creative endeavor coming in that's going to lead to so much fulfillment. This right here is what's going to fill your cup, Virgo, right? Nothing that anyone says or does you should do, or, if it's your parents or if it's that education background that you have or whatever had been kind of impressioned upon you. I feel like you're making up your own decisions here and your own choices, but it's going to require you to take a leap of faith. Some of you may say, I want to go back to school to open my own, right, CBD rolling truck that goes by, and I don't know. Be creative, be inventive, whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe you want to sell dog treats on the corner. Maybe you want to sell herbs from the back of your vehicle. I don't know these things. Of course, do your due diligence, look into it. But this is saying anything is possible for you, whatever those dreams are. Ace of Cups followed by the Fool is such a beautiful energy here. of a new path both ways, right? Not only a path of, taking that risk, being able to take that leap of faith because the universe supports you. This is something that is aligning with your heart and soul. So if you decide to say no to this, right? If you shut this opportunity down, that's you living in fear. And that right there that's not your intuition, right? Your intuition doesn't want you to live in fear. So if there's something you're shutting down because it seems too scary, it seems like too much work, or it seems like you'll never be able to detox from this person, place, thing, pattern, habit, whatever it is for you, yes, you can, Virgo. You have everything you need and some, and the universe will catch you. All right, when it comes to wealth, career, money, abundance, you have the Mask, you have the light bulb, and you have the heart card. So this is really powerful because the Mask card can be, some of you are actors, some of you are social media influencers, or you are discovering some hidden talents, hidden potential, but it's about you embracing the unknown. And that's what the Fool card is all about. Now, for others of you, there could have been some shady stuff going on when it came to your wealth. I'm getting that someone that you were supposed to trust may not have known everything, or they may not have been upfront with you. So for example, a car dealership, right? Or it could be a real estate agent, or it could be, hopefully not, but financial advisor or someone at the bank. I'm just getting here, of course, look into this as well, but it could be even a doctor. Not saying that they don't know what they're talking about, but I feel like a second opinion or being able to trust or decipher for yourself could have or will be very beneficial. And it's something that maybe it was an opportunity for growth for you to learn in the future, because I feel like something around your money you weren't able to trust. Maybe it's trusting in higher authority. Maybe it's the banking system, the government, whatever this is here for you. But I feel like there is a lack of trust. There's betrayal. There's theft as well. Theft of time, money, energy. I'm also getting here, someone may have wrote a bad check, or someone may have even sold your identity. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's not going to resonate with everyone. That's never come up before. But someone, yes, may have stolen your identity. Now, I'm also getting that this leaked into love. So someone may have been catfished. Holy moly, a lot of information coming in here. But there's a new beginning, definitely a new beginning. You've cut that off. You've lived and learned. Unfortunately, maybe it was something that you had to go through here for whatever reason. Now, for others of you, this could be about finding money, right? Maybe you found money, or maybe you come into allotment of money, whatever this is here for you. Now, you also have the heart card. This has to do with emotional spending. Now, be careful. Be careful in the month of June. You don't want to let your pocketbook, everybody else reach into that pocket except you. This is about emotional spending, and that Fool showing up at the end says spend wisely. Now, of course, if there are things that you need to pay, I feel like it may benefit you from connecting with someone who can help you get back on track, whether again it is a professional of whatever sort, or whether it is you getting in tune with your money beliefs. This is going to be very important for a lot of you. So please listen up here. If you are wanting to increase your finances and you're wanting to head towards emotional fulfillment, take a look at any underlying beliefs that sabotage success. Okay, because sometimes we do that even subconsciously. We're not even aware of it. And we start to reprogram our mind, and it tends to turn on to default mode. Catch yourself when you say, oh, I don't have enough money, or I can't afford that, or I'm broke, or I'll never be able to do that, or that costs way too much. Catch yourself saying those phrases and start to reprogram. Some of you may say, well, Melissa, how does that really make a difference? Well, it really does, because what you put out into the universe is what you receive. So if you're constantly reminding the universe that you're broke, the universe says, oh, well, Virgo's broke, right? Let's close this opportunity, or this one, because they're not going to see it anyway, because they're focused on the cup that is spilt, right? Now, this is about you being supported. You may have joint finances. There could be some sort of, oh goodness, they're bringing me back to, could be someone who's widowed. Now, it could be alimony. It could be some sort of a pension or pay. I don't know what that's called when you get money from a loved one, deceased loved one. There could be something there. Okay, some sort of money coming in. Now, for others of you, you may be in a relationship where you're able to feel supported. You're still needing to bring in money, but I feel like it is important for you to spend wisely, but it's also important for you to feel like your self-worth and equals that net worth. Net worth equals self-worth. Self-worth equals net worth. Nancy Levin writes a really good book called that. And so that could be something you want to dive into as well. Now, a lot of you may have a career as a counselor, as a guide, a coach, or having a job that you love. Even though we don't have the Queen of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups. So this could be where you're headed. If you want to move towards a career that brings you more passion and more excitement and more creativity and fulfills you on a heart level, don't let the fear of financial setbacks get in the way from you doing that, right? I see that happen so much. Well, Melissa, what if this job doesn't pay me enough? Or what if I don't make that? Well, for one, if you're telling yourself, what if, you're telling the universe, maybe this won't work or maybe this will fail. You're right. Maybe it will, but we're not there yet. So let's not have a self-fulfilling prophecy that comes in and kind of wrecks or sabotages our success. You're supported. The universe supports you. So head in this direction that fulfills your cup, your purpose here. Because a lot of you have brilliant ideas, Virgo. This is about lucrative ideas, new income sources. You're feeling inspired this month. That's why you have the second chance. You may be heading towards entrepreneurship. You may have a new job, because I am getting something with a message with the Page of Pentacles. This can also be more creative, more fun work. I also feel that some of you, and this is interesting as well, some of you may decide to open up an ice cream shop, or it could be a healthy, now, I don't know, healthy ice cream. Maybe it's yogurt, or isn't there a kind of ice cream that's more of a healthy ice cream or dessert? I'm having some brain fog today. I apologize, Virgo. But I feel like you're doing something that's more healthy, at least in your personal life or your professional. Now, when it comes to love, you deserve love. You are lovable. You have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, because sometimes we say, well, that doesn't matter. I'm not going to feel anything. I'm going to shut myself down. I don't really like that person, right? When really we're just doing that because there's pain underneath, because there's emotion and feeling. And if we suppress those feelings, right? If we shove them into our body, that body keeps score, and that body tends to create dis-ease when we don't fully embrace our emotions. So if that is you, Virgo, time to listen, because those feelings are real and worth exploring. If you say, no, I really don't have a crush on my boss. Of course, if your boss is married and you probably shouldn't cross that boundary, yeah, but it doesn't mean that your feelings aren't legit. It just means that, yes, you're acknowledging them, but what you do with that, that's a different story. We have some trust happening here. So some of you, there has been deep betrayal. There's been hurt, or you are having a difficult time trusting that the universe is going to bring you what it is you seek and desire. And that may be that fear, right? That may be the fear of stepping off that ledge with the Fool card. You see that there's a Fool, and she's trusting. She has her legs. She's about ready to fall there. She's holding an amethyst. She has her, everything she needs there. And she's trusting that the energy is going to bring in more abundance and more happiness. Trust is what's needed from you at this time as well. So take a dive into that, because the situation is calling for you, Virgo, to have faith. All right. So these are messages from your soul's truth. Virgo, if you can, take a notepad out, or get out your phone and just jot this down and revisit it throughout the month, or maybe save this video and come back. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart and you will be led. Wow. Yeah, you have the heart showing up here. You have this. And this brings me back to a book that I read one time, Creative Magic, is that what, or Big Magic, excuse me, Big Magic, Elizabeth Gilbert. And it basically is the same concept of whatever we whatever we find important enough, we're going to make time. And she actually, Elizabeth Gilbert, compares infidelity, which may or may not be the best comparison, but you get the drift here. She compares cheating or infidelity to, making time for that, right? When you think of people that are in relationships or excuse me, that are cheating, they constantly make time for that partner. It doesn't matter if it's midnight, if it's 2 a.m. To them, it is important. To them, it is something that they are making the time for. And yeah, they may be making excuses to someone else, but when it comes to what they feel is important or their highlight, right? That is something that they're going to do at any given moment, at any time of the day. So even though that may not be the best comparison, it just made me think of that with that book, Big Magic. But that's the same concept. If it's something that you really desire, if you feel really passionate about it, don't make excuses. Just do it, right? This is about you listening to that heart, because that heart is going to lead you towards a very powerful new abundant life here. No more excuses here. All right, next you have, and we talked about this a little bit earlier as well, what do you believe about money? And do your beliefs match your dreams? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money, and does money trust you? That could be that trust piece coming in here. Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard that some of you may be staying in a joint dynamic because of codependency, of fear of not having enough money. If that is you, of course, trust your intuition. But if there is a belief that you cannot get by without this person, there's resources out there. There's additional help. Trust that, okay? Today's soul action. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs, right? Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. I love this. There's your money story here showing up. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because blank. Oh, I love this. Okay, for those of you who want to get entered into that free monthly reading giveaway, here's your chance. In the comment section below, I want you to write, I am grateful to money because, and then whatever your answer is. Now remember, Virgo, there's no right or wrong. There's no judgment. I don't want anybody going to someone else's post or someone else's comment saying that can't be your truth, right? Whatever you're feeling here. I am grateful to money because let's support each other. Go read everybody else's comments. Hit that thumbs up button. Comment on them. Let them know that they're not alone, that they can shift their vibrations just as you can here. I am grateful to money because blank. And I will enter you personally into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month. All you need to do is post that in the comment box below. All right. So messages from your power animals. You have eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Hello. Yes, it does. Yes, Spirit has your back. So take that leap. You have squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. I love this one. And you also have Badger. And Badger Spirit says, be fearless and bold. This is the time for you to take action, Virgo. There's something Spirit is really guiding you to let go of in order for you to take a leap forward into this happy, abundant world waiting for you here. Some of you may be born on the 4th, the 23rd, or you may be 57 years old, or even 36. Now, last but not least here, we have the Come to the Edge card. And this, I had to chuckle when this came out because these cards choose you, right? These cards fly out of the deck. I just pre-shuffle and I lay them out because there's so many different kinds that I don't want to be, you waiting on me to do this. So I already pull them. But the Come to the Edge card came out and I had to chuckle because the Fool card as well. So coming to the edge here is going to be very, very beneficial for you in the month of June. It's also card 36. And the message for you is this. This is all about courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration. And are you ready? Let's see here. To feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear, right? What do I always say about fear? False evidence appearing real. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head, right? I mean, we need the mind. We have brilliant minds for a reason, but sometimes the mind can talk us out of things. Sometimes our head says, no, don't do that, right? It's too calculated. Listen to your heart here, Virgo. And we have that showing up in numerous cards. Listen to the heart. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. Yes, this is the perfect moment, Virgo. Take that big risk. This is the only chance or the only choice. I don't want to say the only chance, but there's something big culminating. Something that, yes, you can't always see below the surface, but this is the time for you. So I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and if you haven't already, again, hit that bell button to be notified of that winner and of future notifications. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. Lots of love.